A mysterious vortex that swallows ships, a magnetic anomaly, a lost city. We all know the legend of the Bermuda Triangle. But what if the companies that insure those billion-dollar ships know a secret? Today, we follow the money to find the truth. Welcome to the Deep Dive.
Okay, let's unpack this. We are diving into the Bermuda Triangle today. Your source stack often calls it a mysterious vortex.
Right.
So our mission is pretty straightforward. Is this a real geographic anomaly, or is it more of a conceptual fallacy?
And the first thing that jumps out, which is kind of stunning, is that the U.S. Board on Geographic Names, they don't even recognize the Bermuda Triangle at all.
Seriously, no official region.
None. The boundaries you always see, Miami, Bermuda, Puerto Rico, roughly, they're completely arbitrary.
Huh. So that lack of official geography must be pretty key then.
Oh, absolutely critical. Because the triangle has these totally flexible borders, right? It means writers can just sort of poach incidents, things that happen way outside any reasonable boundary, get pulled in to make the story seem bigger.
So they're inflating the numbers to fit a narrative they've already decided on.
Exactly. Building the legend on, like you said, shifting sand.
And it's not some ancient mariner's tale either. The actual term Bermuda Triangle, it's surprisingly recent.
Very recent. Coined in 1964.
64? Where?
Get this. In a men's pulp magazine, Argosy, by a writer named Vincent Gaddis.
A pulp magazine. Okay. So that's the spark.
That's the spark. And then Charles Berlitz, well, he poured gasoline on it with his 1974 bestseller, sold something like 20 million copies.
20 million. And he's the one who brought in Atlantis.
Yep. Berlitz explicitly connected the disappearances to the lost continent of Atlantis. Big leap.
Wow. Okay. From a pulp mag map to Atlantis in just 10 years, it really sounds like there's a market bias here.
Totally. Your sources point this out clearly. Sensational books, the mystery ones. They massively outsell the careful, skeptical ones. It's basically a manufactured mystery.
Right. So we strip back that sensationalism. The sources seem to focus on statistics, don't they? The rate of loss versus just the raw numbers.
Precisely. It's what they call the denominator problem. You have to look at the rate.
Because the area is just busy.
Extremely busy. Major shipping lanes, lots of air traffic. So, yeah, you'll have more incidents just because more vessels pass through safely every single day. But the percentage, the actual rate of loss,
it's normal.
it's statistically the same as anywhere else in the ocean. No higher.
And the proof for that comes from the insurers, Lloyd's of London.
That's the kicker.
Yeah.
Lloyd's of London calculates maritime risk globally, right? They set the insurance premiums, and they do not charge higher rates for passing through the Bermuda Triangle. Their data says the risk is perfectly normal.
So the money people aren't buying the hype.
Not at all. And you see the U.S. Coast Guard, NOAA, they all say the same thing. No extraordinary factors identified, ever.
If you're finding this deep dive valuable, take a moment to subscribe to make it make sense. New topics are broken down every week.
Okay, so if the stats debunk the myth and the risk is normal, how do we explain the whole vanishing without a trace thing? That feeds the vortex idea.
Well, the lack of wreckage isn't really that mysterious when you look at the oceanography.
You mean the Gulf Stream?
Exactly. The Gulf Stream flows right through there, moving at, 1 to 3 knots. It's powerful.
So it just carries debris away?
Rapidly. It can spread wreckage up to 60 nautical miles in just 24 hours. By the time a search party even gets going, the evidence is long gone, dispersed.
Plus, the geography itself is pretty extreme down there.
Oh, absolutely. You've got really treacherous shallows and reefs. Bermuda alone has documented over 300 shipwrecks around it.
300? Wow.
But then right next to that, you have the Puerto Rico Trench, which is
deep, really deep.
Over 8,000 meters deep, the deepest point in the Atlantic. Finding wreckage down there. Virtually impossible.
Okay, that makes sense. What about the whole magnetic vortex idea? Compasses spinning wildly.
Ah, right. That usually comes back to something called the agonic line.
The agonic line. Remind me what that is again?
It's basically a line on the Earth where magnetic north and true north happen to align perfectly.
So your compass points directly to true north. No correction needed.
Exactly. And the mystery wasn't the compass failing. It was likely an inexperienced navigator, maybe crossing that line, not realizing they didn't need to apply the usual magnetic variation correction.
Ah, so they'd apply a correction anyway.
And steer themselves way off course. It boils down to human error, not some weird magnetic pull.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, one last big theory. The methane hydrates. The oceanic flatulence idea?
Right, the idea that huge bubbles of methane gas erupt from the seabed and cause ships to lose buoyancy and sink instantly.
Sounds dramatic. Is there anything to it?
Well, methane hydrates are real, they exist. But here's the thing. The U.S. Geological Survey is pretty clear on this.
And they say?
They say no large-scale gas releases are believed to have happened in that specific area for the past 15,000 years.
15,000. Okay, so that theory is pretty much debunked then.
Yeah, it's a scientifically interesting idea that just doesn't apply here.
So wrapping this up, what does it all mean for you? Listening, the Bermuda Triangle seems to be this conceptual vortex, right?
Definitely conceptual, fueled by high traffic making incidents seem more frequent.
Combined with genuinely extreme natural conditions like the Gulf Stream, hurricanes, and that wild underwater geography.
And then layered over with journalistic sensationalism, often stripping the context from real tragedies like the famous Flight 19 disappearance.
So the hard facts, the science, the statistics, they give us rational explanations for everything.
Completely. Which leaves us with the real mystery, perhaps.
Which is?
If scientific bodies, financial institutions like Lloyd's, and maritime authorities all conclusively debunk the myth, why does it persist so strongly? What does that tell us about maybe our preference for a really good story over a verifiable, if less exciting, fact?
Thanks for joining our deep dive. If this sparked an idea for a future topic, let us know in the comments below. You can continue exploring this subject by watching our next video right here, or subscribe to catch all our future breakdowns. We'll see you in the next one.